Life is good. I mean, what more could you want? Here I am, just chilling, relaxing in the back of my car, sleeping on my golf shoes. Yeah, it doesn't get much better than this. But...
Will.
What was that?
Will, it's me, God.
Huh?
Yes, climb this
What?
mountain. Climb it.
Well, what do you mean?
I mean, climb it with your feet. You know how to walk. Come on.
I'm doing pretty well right here. This is
Will.
the high life.
No,
like
it's
this
not.
is. You wouldn't want anything more
Yes,
than this.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would, Will. Climb it.
Okay.
Trust me.
Right.
Just climb it to the top.
No, I don't think I want that.
Yeah, yes, you do. Just trust me. I'm God. You're human. You don't know what you want. You don't know what's good for you.
I suppose I could maybe
Just that a boy. There you go. Stretch it out.
Okay. A little sore.
Okay, stretch it out. Isn't it nice? Isn't it great out here?
I don't know. Like, that was warm. That was comfortable.
Well, that's why you got a flannel on for that.
That was kind of a
That'll
nice
keep you warm.
place to be.
The flannel will do a nice job.
So,
just try it.
I suppose we could give it a try.
All right, that's great. That a boy. Hey, A for effort. Maybe a B. Hey, Will, come back. Will.
So, if you want to know where you're going, you got to look for some signs. Now, sometimes when we try to find signs, we try to find things that are like, I want to find 12 red, white, and yellow roses. They have to be all three colors in my locker at 9 a.m. If I don't do that, I know that God won't want me to do whatever. But sometimes the signs are much more simple, such as Eagle Point. That's where we're going. Not only does it tell us where we are going, but it tells us how to get there. Now, in our faith life, we have different ways of finding those signs. It's called the scriptures. It's called prayer. It's called the church. It's called creation. There are so many different ways that we can find the way to heaven. That is our end. That's where we are going. Now, the faith life is not always that easy. It is a climb. And there's a lot left for us, even when we know where we're going, even though we know how to get there. God can surprise us. And we have to put in our effort. We have to put in our work to make sure that we can get to where God wants us to go.
I don't need your guidance now. All my walls and my defenses fall
How did I get here? The path was pretty clear. I mean, you saw it. There's stairs. And all of a sudden, I'm just kind of wrapped up in this mess. Well, that happens from time to time. But what happens to us when we kind of get off the path, when we start to wonder, what happened here? Is God even with me anymore? Well, yes, God is with us. And even when we get off the path, even when we get wrapped up, tangled up, whatever, we don't have to always think about starting over. We just have to go back to remember where the path is. And how do we find that path? We go back to prayer. We go back to the scriptures. We go back to the community life of the church. We go back to service. We go back to those things that we know to be good and true. When we get tangled up like this, we let God take us back. Because we can't always get out of this mess by ourselves. We need a little bit of help too. Just because we're off the path doesn't mean that God has left us.
all my walls and my defenses fall to the ground.
spiritual life can be challenging. It can be hard to get out of that first mode of kind of being in the cave, just liking what the life is that we have, being satisfied. But God did not create us simply, merely to be satisfied. God created us to live in His love. God had created us to experience His goodness, His generosity. Does the climb take work? Does it take effort? Absolutely. But we're not doing it on our own. We are all called onward and upward. We are all called to take this path that leads us to heaven. And when we get there, is it worth it? Oh yeah, it's worth it. But we keep going. The climb isn't over yet. The climb continues until we are able to see God face to face in heaven.